So let's start our lesson. Are we ready, young people? Yeah? Okay, I know you're still writing cards and Jovial so happy. Okay, so let's pause our writing of cards.
Yes, pause.
Alright?
Pause.
You can do it later and for the writing of the cards. Okay, so let's pay attention. So today we will talk about, we're going to do a series for all of you, okay, the young people, alright, on about what it means to follow Jesus in terms of friendship and relationships.
在未来的几个礼拜呢，我们将会去学习跟从耶稣在于跟从耶稣的那去建立的那些关系是什么？是怎么一回事
Okay, I know as young people, including me, very young, we treasure friendship and relationship, correct?
我知道我们大家都其实很重视友情不管是哪一个年轻人，就好像我这样年轻人呢，我们都很重视友情的，对不对
Okay, so hopefully this series will help you to learn how to grow in making better friendships with people.
那希望在这系列里面呢，大家能够学习到能够跟每一个人呢，能够建立更加好的关系。
You know, because we see Jesus, right? Wherever he goes, crowds of people surround him. Something about him attracts people. Okay?
就好像我们看耶稣这样，他去了哪里都有很多人的。这证明说耶稣他有一个很特殊的地方，是很吸引。
So if we follow his example, we too can learn how to be better friends with other people.
肯定的，如果我们跟从耶稣的话呢，我们也能够学习到他能够如何跟别人建立一些好关系。
So let's start with this scripture, Romans chapter 12, verse 2. I will read in English and you'll read in Chinese. This version is message version, so it's a bit simplified. Okay, it's a simplified version. Yeah, modern day simplified version. It says, don't copy the behavior and custom of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect.
罗马书第12章2节说，不要效法这个世界，只要心意更新而变化，叫你们查验何为上帝的善良、纯全、可喜悦的旨意。
So I'm going to help Tekming tonight because his voice is still not very good. So I hope you don't mind. I will share some of the examples.
那我今天晚上我还是继续不断的为 Tekming 去分享，因为他还没有完全复原他的声音，所以希望你不介意。
So this is one of my favorite verses that I learned when I was a teenager also, Romans 12:2.
当我在青少年的时候，这也是我一节我学习但我非常喜爱的一节经文，就是罗马书第12章第2节。
And I like actually the message version because I like the way they express the verse when it says, don't copy the behavior and customs of this world.
那我特别很喜欢圣经上他翻译的这个，就是说他特别提到不要效法，就是照着世界的想法和做法。
So we know as Christians, as disciples, we're supposed to be different from the world, but sometimes we don't know what that really means.
当然，当个基督徒，我们肯定会讲说，我们跟世界肯定会有一些不一样，只不过我们不肯定到底是些什么。
And especially in the area of our relationships. You know, when we have a crush on somebody or we find ourselves interested in somebody, how are we supposed to handle that as a Christian?
特别是当我们在当一个基督徒过后呢，就是如果是我们有喜欢人或者是我们有有倾诉的对象等等，我们都不懂要如何的去就是去掌握这或者是去面对这些事情。
So the verse talks about do not copy the way the world does things.
圣经上说，特别强调说不要效法世界。
And it reminds me of one of the campus brothers in Singapore a few years back.
那就所想到，在几年前在这个campus 的一个弟兄。
So the Korean dramas were really popular. A few years back, they became very big in Singapore. So this brother started even dressing like some of the guys on the Korean dramas.
其实韩流吹得很强烈，在几年前新加坡就开始了。然后这个弟兄看了这些戏过后呢，他也效法在戏中那些人物穿着也很像也就是很像韩流的明星这样。
So you know that time all the Korean idols had the hair that kind of goes all the way down like that, and then they wear the light blue color shorts and the colorful shirt, and they come into church and they're like, brother, what are you doing? You look very unusual.
那么这弟兄呢，他就效法的当时候呢，就是头发留长一边的，然后裤子呢要穿蓝色要短的，然后衣服要放起来要他进来教会穿着这样子来教会的时候，我们讲哇弟兄哇哦。
And some of the girls, then they start wearing the contact that make your eye really, really big, right? And this one time she come into church, I said, sister, what happened to your eyes?
那么那些姐妹呢，她就曾经一次就是喜欢就是戴那个隐形眼镜，然后使这个眼孔能够变得大。那么当有个姐妹有一次来到我面前，我想哇，姐妹你的眼睛怎么啦？
Or like some of you guys last year, you all dyed your hair many color, right?
是的，像去年呢，我们呢把头发染的七彩的。
So there's nothing wrong with copying style, fashion, maybe our favorite stars. Sometimes we take it too far, but it's okay, right? It's fun to try new fashion and new trends.
当然了，去效法他们的有的服装啦，什么就是他们的潮流啦，我觉得这也不是一种错了，不是一种罪。有时候我们当然是做了也是就是过分了，但是也不是算是一种错。
But we do have to learn when we should imitate and copy, and when should we be imitating and following the scriptures.
当然，在这种情况之下呢，我们当然今天要学的是，什么时候我们该去效法圣经呢？什么时候是可以效法世界？什么时候是需要效法圣经呢？
So we want to do a series of lessons, and today is the first one, where we're going to talk about building good relationships, the way the Bible talks about. We're going to talk about social media, okay, Facebook, tweeting, lining, chatting, and all that. And then we'll talk about how to have a healthy dating relationship.
我们将会讲到关系，我们也将会讲到就是这些social media 社交平台是吧？然后我们的 Facebook 啦、WeChat 啦、什么 chat 之类的。
什么 chat？
什么 chat？
Yeah, I like that lah. So we're going to be talking about this for the next month or so, doing a series. So I want you to try to put your mind into thinking, how can I make sure that I'm imitating God in the right way, not the world?
所以呢，在未来的一两个月里面，我们将学习到，在这种情况之下，我们该怎样子，又如何去跟从耶稣呢？
Okay, so let's read another scriptures. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 21 to 24. Again in the Message version. It says, since you have heard about Jesus and have learned the truth that comes from Him, throw off your old sinful nature and your former way of life, which is being corrupted by lust and deception. Instead, let the Spirit renew your thoughts and attitude. Put on your new nature, created to be like God, truly righteous and holy.
以弗所书第4章第21到24节说：如果你们听过他的道， 领了他的教，学了他的真理，就要脱去你们从前行为上的旧人。这旧人是因私欲的迷惑渐渐变坏的，要将你们的心智改换一新，并且穿上新人。这新人是照着上帝的形象造的，有真理的仁义和圣洁。
Okay, so the Bible says here, as we follow Jesus, we have to leave some of our old ways behind.
圣经这边呢，他叫我们说，我们学神的话呢，我们需要把我们的旧我脱去。
Because the old ways are deceiving, like what it says, it's a deception. It looks good, it looks real, but it's not real.
那为什么呢？因为我们的旧我是因为失意而迷惑的，它看起来很像真实呢，但是它却不是真实的。
Instead, it will corrupt us. It will make us bad.
甚至呢，它还会迷惑，使我们渐渐变坏的。
Okay, so we need to learn how to do things in a new way, in a better way. Amen.
所以呢，我们就需要去学习新的好的方式。
Some of you sisters might remember you came to my house and I showed you my old Bible. Okay?
可能你们当中一些姐妹知道，就是来过我家看过我给你们看的这本圣经，我的圣经。
I don't want the pages to fall apart, but I don't know if you can see, it's full of notes, right?
我不知道你们看得见吗？就是我的圣经里面呢，写了很多的笔记。
If you come and look at it later, you'll see there's a lot of underlined passages and small scribble that now is a little hard for me to read.
如果你打开我这本圣经呢，你会发现说有很多地方是画了线，或者是写了很小的字。当然，今天我很难再看得清楚了啦。
But the verse that we just read in Ephesians, that's one of them that's underlined very strongly in blue ink.
当我翻开以弗所书这一章，我们读的这章的时候呢，它是有着一个蓝色的笔跟它给画上清清楚楚的。
And the reason I underline my Bible, and this Bible is probably 30 years old, no, 34 years old. This Bible is very old.
当我打开这本圣经已经有差不多34年的岁月了。
Now you all have electronic one, but this one more precious, okay? It's got marking in it.
我这里面大家都有电子的，但是我这本更加珍贵，因为它有很多的手抄的笔记。
So these verses are very precious when I was a very young Christian, and I want to learn how am I supposed to live the Christian life, and I underline these verses that are teaching me how to be pleasing to God.
那就是当我在年幼基督徒的时候呢，我学习怎样子过一个属基督的生命的时候，我画下来，我学习到了，我跟他也记录下来。
So we'll talk about a few more verses in a few minutes, but I want you to take it very seriously that these can be the foundation for your faith.
我将会跟大家分享更加多的经文，但是呢，这些经文我们所读的呢。大家需要就是注意，因为这将会是成为我们生命的这一个基础。
So many of us, okay, but especially youth, we tend to go by our feelings. Even after you're baptized, sometimes you go by your feeling to decide what's right or what's wrong.
我知道我们青少年，我们很常会拥有的一种习惯，虽然我们已经受洗了，就是受洗了，我们还是会这样做，就是我们凭着自己的感觉来去判断什么是对和错。
And you don't know the Bible very deeply yet, and so you tend to follow what you believe must be right because you feel so strongly about it.
所以呢，因为我们这时候呢，我们对圣经还不是怎么了解，所以呢，我们呢只能够在这时刻凭着我们强烈去相信的那种感觉来去判断什么是对和错。
So I'll give you an example. Just now we were with the ministry staff from Singapore. They're in Sutra Mall area. They are having their dinner there, and we were talking about we're going to come for Midweek. and the rest of the staff is going to go have a durian party.
OK， 当我们在一起吃饭的时候，我就跟他们说，我们等一下我们将会来教会教课的时候呢，他们其他的这些全职呢、施工呢，他们将会去去他们的这个榴莲 party。榴莲哇
How many of you guys like 榴莲 Wow, too many. So 我不喜欢 So I hate durian, you love durian.
所以呢，这种感觉就是说，是你们当中有个人喜欢榴莲嘛，可是我是不喜欢榴莲。
That's right. We both feel very strongly about it, right? I told the staff, I said, you don't talk to me tomorrow. I don't want fellowship with you. So you feel very strongly, but which one is right?
你说当我自己个人是很强烈的不喜欢榴莲，然后我的同工们呢，他们全部都很喜欢榴莲，每个人都很强烈，觉得说他们的东西，他们的感觉是对的，可是你们觉得呢？什么是对，什么是错？
So obviously it depends. You love it or you hate it, right? There's no middle in between, okay? And that's okay. But in life, there are some things that are right or wrong.
当然，他们讲到榴莲的话，你讲说是你喜欢吃和不喜欢吃罢了，无所谓了。可是呢，在我们自己个人生命里面的时候呢，很明显的有一些东西是对或错的。
Or there's some things that are the best and some things that are not so good.
或者说有一些是最好的。 有一些是不怎么好的。
So the example here, simple math, right? 1 plus 1 equals 2. How many of you love math?
你们在这边呢，我们讲说一个简单的，这数学1加1等于2，我们有几个人其实我们是很喜欢数学的，哪一些人喜欢数学？
But no matter if you love it or not, 1 plus 1 is always 2. At least we can agree on that.
其实呢，不管你喜欢数学还是不喜欢，1加1永远是等于2的。
So when you go to math class, Monday, you go back to school. What if it's 1 plus 1 equals 5? Then how will you be, huh?
那就比如说，你如果是礼拜一你去学校学到1加1等于5的话，那怎么办呢？
And next year they decide, no, it doesn't equal 5 anymore. 1 plus 1 equals 8.
那也或者是说，在后年你在上学的时候又学另外一个逻辑哦，就是1加1等于8了，这样子换来换去怎么办？
So if it's always changing, it would be very, very difficult to be stable and to understand.
那如果是它反来覆去，就是一直变的话呢？ 那么很难去，你什么时候是对和错呢？你怎么能够分呢？
So luckily, 1 plus 1 equals 2. We're not getting into all the finite details, but the basic 1 plus 1 always equals 2.
所以呢，不管怎样呢，我们总之就是要知道，就是1加1永远是，就是它的原理就是1加1等于永远是2的。
So it's the same thing with the scriptures as the foundation of our faith. The Bible doesn't change. Like 1 plus 1 equals 2. So we can rely on the Bible's direction.
就好像来到属灵生命呢，就好像1加1等于2不会变的一样子呢。圣经上的教导，对和错是永远不会变。
So just like we put on the slide, if you hold to the spiritual truth in the scriptures, your friendships and your relationships will bring more joy than they will bring pain.
那特别是当我们来到我们彼此的关系，如果我们能够依靠着圣经的标准和基础来建立的话呢，它将能够带给我们更加多的喜乐，多过它有可能会带给我们的痛苦。
It doesn't mean that as a Christian, relationships will always be happy. Sometimes hard things happen. sometimes there's painful things in our friendships and our relationship.
当然了，我们的彼此的关系也不能够永远保证说是永远会开心快乐的。有时候有挑战或问题来的时候，它很有可能会带给我们一些伤心的时刻。
But if we hold to the scriptures, it will be more joyful than painful.
但是呢，当那些时刻来到的时候，如果我们能够坚守圣经上的教导呢，那它肯定可以为我们带来更加多的喜乐。
Okay, so let's read the next scriptures. 1 John chapter 4, verse 19 to 21. It says here, we love is a special thing, right? We all love to love. We all want to be loved. We love because He first loved us. Whoever claims to love God yet hates a brother or a sister is a liar. For whoever does not love his brother or sister whom they have seen cannot love God whom they have not seen. And He has given us this command. Anyone who loves God must also love the brother and sister.
我们读约翰一书4章19到21节，19节我们爱，因为神先爱我们。人若说我爱神，却恨他的弟兄，就是说谎话。不爱他所看见的弟兄，就不能爱没有看见的神。爱神的也当爱弟兄，这是我们从上帝所受的命令。
Okay, so you see in this passage, God thinks what in following Jesus, love relationship is very important.
在这段经文里面呢，神告诉我们彼此相爱是非常重要。
You know, we cannot say, "Oh, I love God," but I don't like.
所以呢，我们肯定不可以说，哇，我很爱神的哦。可是呢，来到爱彼此，我们挣扎。
Okay, oh, I love God, but my uncle, I hate him, you know.
也或者另外一句话说，我很爱神啊，可是呢，来到我的安克的时候，我又很挣扎去爱他哦。
Okay, oh, I love Jesus, I pray to Him every day, but that sister in church, I cannot forgive, you know.
也或者另外一种情况就是我很爱耶稣啊，可是呢，来到另外一个伤害过你的姐妹，你又很难去原谅。
So the Bible says, right? How can you say you love God that you don't even see, and yet with people that you see, you don't even know how to love? It's a contradictory statement.
你不觉得矛盾吗？因为你说你能够去爱一个你看不见的神。但是呢，你连一个你自己眼睛可以看得见的你都爱不了，你又如何能够说你能够爱神呢？
So first, in order to learn to love God, we must learn to love each other.
所以呢，当我们讲到要讲爱神，我们第一样东西我们学习要如何彼此相爱。
And you know sometimes that is not very easy to love each other.
当然有时候我们会觉得要彼此相爱不容易。
Right? Because there's quarrels, there's conflicts, and unfortunately people will hurt you.
因为有时候会有争吵，有时候会有摩擦，甚至还会有时候会有人伤害你。
Okay? But if we learn how to overcome this thing, right, and learn how to forgive just as Jesus forgave us, you know, then we can learn to love God in the same way.
所以呢，如果我们今天能够学习到神的方式来彼此相爱的话呢，那么我们就懂得如何去原谅人，懂得去真正的去以神的方式来去爱大家。
So there's an expression we have in America. Okay, this is your English lesson for today.
在美国有一句俗话。
Okay, where the rubber meets the road. Okay, that's an American idiom.
美国的术语说，你跟耶稣的关系就很像当这个塑胶遇见的马路这样的，我不明白什么意思啦。
I'm sure there's a Chinese idiom that goes with it too. But basically what it means is, it's easy to say, I love God, I'm a Christian. But does it actually show in your life that you are following Christ?
其实要讲说我们爱耶稣是很容易的，讲出口罢了。但是真正要在自己的生命里面展现出来，那才是最困难的。
So that's the expression where the rubber meets the road. You can have a very fancy looking car, but does it really drive well? You don't know until you actually get the rubber on the road and drive it.
就好像真正的意思呢，这俗语的意思是说，其实你看到这辆车，它可以长得很好看，可是呢，当这辆车它能不能够跑，你要真正这辆车开始在马路上跑的时候，你才知道。
明白吗？ Right? Okay, you can understand. Sometimes the expression for the British is the proof is in the eating. The pudding looks really, really good, but you don't know until you taste the pudding, is it really good or not? So the proof is when you eat it.
就好像我们吃布丁一样嘛，你可以讲说多好吃，可是你都没有办法证明，除了当你开始吃的时候，在吃的时候你才可以证明。
So in our life, we don't want to just say, yeah, thank you Jesus for loving me, I love you. We want to show in our life that we are Christians, we are disciples.
所以呢，我们不能够一直都在说耶稣爱我们，爱我们，直到耶稣能够真正的在我们的生命里面展现出来，我们去爱别人的时候，才可以证明出来。
So I want to, Ming is going to talk to you about some verses. They're called the one another verses in the Bible.
那么我们天将会跟大家分享在圣经上所讲关于到爱彼此的那些经文。
So if you look up in an English concordance, you can look up one another, and it will list all the verses in the Bible that have that phrase one another.
当我们呢在查看圣经的引述的时候呢，你将会看见说，你查彼此的关系，你将会查到很多有关系的经节。
Okay, so example, the first one, right, in cannot see John 13:34, it says, "Love one another as I have loved you."
就好像在约翰福音13章34节说，我们要彼此相爱，就好像我爱你一样。
Okay, so what does that mean? The standard of our love, right? What is the standard of our love for one another?
那圣经上这是耶稣提到那个爱的标准，到底爱的标准是什么
So the standard is what? As I love you. Who is the I? Jesus, right? The way Jesus loves us, we need to learn how to imitate. Again, the way He loves us is the way we want to love each other.
那那个耶稣的标准就是说，他要以他的爱的标准来叫我们彼此相爱。他怎样爱我们，我们也要彼此。
So can you imagine the incredible standard?
你可以想象吗？耶稣的标准，那么高的标准。
So you read the Bible, you see how intensely Jesus loved people.
我们读圣经的时候，我们可以学习到耶稣他爱人是很深、很投入的。
Okay, he would stay up and serve and use his time for people.
他会跟别人待到很夜。
Okay, and he would sacrifice his life for people.
他牺牲自己的生命。
Okay, and he's very kind and gentle to people.
他也对别人有很多就是很gentle 温柔的对待彼此对待别人。
Yeah, it's not easy, right?
是真的是不容易的。
Okay, so that's how Jesus wants us to love. Then the next one, Galatians, the one in red, Galatians chapter 5, verse 13. It says what? Serve one another in love.
在加拉太书第5章13节说，他说你们总要用爱心互相服侍。
Alright, so what does that mean? Serve one another.
什么意思叫做互相服侍呢？
You know, as you grow older, right? One of the things you find is what? Who is the one serving at home the most?
当我们在家里面长大的过程里面，我发现到谁是常常服侍。
Okay, who do the cleaning the most?
谁在做清洁的工作最
Who
多？
do dishes the most?
谁去煮饭菜最多的？
Okay, who? Mother, yeah.
母亲嘛，对不对？
Sometimes father.
有时候还有父亲。
Okay, so this is something I had to learn as a Christian, you know, because my thinking is wow, everything wife serve, you know.
其实我有时候也是会需要改变我自己的思想，为什么呢？因为一切都是太太的责任。
Because in my family, my parents' family, right, I always see, oh, mother do everything, father, wow, happy.
为什么呢？因为在我家庭的背景是我看见的都是母亲都在干活的。
Okay, so but then as I read the Bible, I see it's different. In the Bible, Jesus is so serving. He's the man of the house, but he's the one who served the house.
可是呢，我们却看见读圣经的时候是不一样的，因为为什么呢？因为看见耶稣呢，反而是在爱里面呢，他去服侍其他的人。
So I have to learn what to take up some responsibility and also to serve my wife. Okay, so she cooks, I do dishes. She sweep the floor, I mop the floor. Alright, so I also have to do something.
所以呢，也就是从圣经里面，我需要学习到，就是要彼此的服侍，就好像我太太在准备食物的时候，我需要去为她准备，比如说甚至是扫地的时候呢，我也需要学习去抹地等等，就是彼此合作。
So as Christians, we need to learn to serve one another.
所以呢，当个基督徒呢，我们更需要学习去如何彼此服侍的。
And at home, you need to learn how to serve your parents. Amen.
回到家呢，我们更需要去学习去服侍我们的父母们。
And then the one in the bottom in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 11, it says 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 11, it says, so therefore encourage one another and build one another up. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 11.
我们翻开帖撒罗尼迦书第5章第11节说，所以你们该彼此劝慰，互相建立，正如你们素常所行的。
So again, these are just 3 of the many verses about one another. So another time we will print out the verses and we'll be talking about this because it involves our relationship with one another.
所以呢，这些是3节其中的那3节，我们圣经提到彼此的关系，我将会改次印出来给大家更加多的经文。
So that goes along with this next picture. I hope you can see all the faces, the emoticons, okay? When I became a Christian, I was 16, and my parents were not Christian, but my dadjie, my sister, was Christian.
在我成为基督徒16岁的那时候呢，我的家人他们都不是基督徒来的，只有我的大姐是吧？大姐是基督徒。
So I was okay in the church fellowship, but then when I go home, I have to face my father. We don't call it this, but in Singapore we call it papaya face. America, we don't call it papaya face.
那么我在教会的时候呢，我跟弟兄姐妹的关系还算好的。可是我回到家的时候呢，当我面对我父亲板着脸的那个木瓜脸的时候
，and then I have to face my mother. Have you done your homework? Have you done your chores? Etc. Etc.
或者是回到家听到我母亲的啰嗦，然后继续不断问我说：“哎，你的功课做完了吗？”然后你就是每次在啰嗦的时候。
So at church, very happy, fellowship with the teen ministry. Oh, I feel so loved, I feel so encouraged. Then I go home, I'm
当我们来教会的时候，我很开心，然后跟大家的青少年在一起的时候，哇，真的是很多快乐。可是，一回到家里面就漏气了。
At church can go, hi sister, oh I love you, hi brother, have a good week. At home, yeah mom, why you want to ask me to do my chores? I want to be left alone.
然后就来到教会的时候，哎呀姊妹啊，我们好啊，你好啊，然后很开心。可是，一回到家里。妈妈，你为什么要叫我做这个做那个？我烦，什么之类的。
So it's very hard when you're not with the fellowship. It's hard to love one another and be loving and Christ-like with your family.
所以呢，当我们独自一个人而不在彼此在一起的时候，要继续不断的去学习去爱，是真的是一种挣扎和挑战。
So we have another expression in English. We talk about who's the chairman of the board.
所以在英语的术语里面呢，还有另外一句术语说，谁是这个chairman 就是什么主席啊？谁是那个真正的主席啊？
So you might know that in corporations, in organization, they will have a board, and they sit around the table. And these are the people who make the decisions about what the company will do.
就好像在一般的这个企业里，就是他们有一个就是领导层，在这领导层里面呢，他们需要去为这公司做决定的那些领导层，里面呢有一个就是那个主席就是他们的领袖。
And the chairman of the board is the one at the top of the table, right? He's in charge of everything.
这个主席呢，他负责需要去带领，就是他需要去做所有的一切的决定。
So, what we're talking about here is inside of us, we have all of these different emotions and feelings, and we've got to figure out who's the chairman of our board, who controls us. 那同样的，当讲到我们的生命，它跟我们的生命的关系就是很像。我们生命里面呢，有很多的不同的这些情绪，而这些情绪里面呢，各种各样的情绪，我们需要去决定哪一位是带领我们自己个人情绪的主席。So sometimes I can be like I don't know what you call him, but very quiet and shy, very like just into myself. 就那边有一幅图画，就是在那个它有一个就是很显的样子。Sometimes very bored, right? I cannot be bothered. I don't care. It's boring 啦。有时候就是只想脑袋放空。Sometimes very emotional. I'm so sad today. I feel like crying. 也或者有时候会觉得很情绪，或突然间想哭。Sometimes, volcano has come out. 然后有时候呢，就想要火山爆发。And sometimes, very good, everything's good. I'm doing good, happy today. 那么有时候呢是我很好，不错。So I think you can all relate, right? Inside of you, there's many emotions. Different times of the day, you feel different things, 对不对？在你的一天里面呢，你个人肯定能够知道的，就是说你有各种各样不同的情绪。So what if I'm having the board? That's the chairman for me today. I'm just very bored. I cannot be bothered about anything today. 如果今天呢，我让我的那个就是很想要放空的情绪来做主席的话呢，你觉得我会变成怎么样 ？So I come to church and I'm just like, whatever. 那么我来到教会呢，你看我的那种态度呢，就是算吧，什么都没有兴趣了。And maybe I see Shiming and Shiming also whatever today. 那么之后呢，我再看见思敏哦。是不是也同样是想要放空？ So we sit down next to each other, we're like, hey, hi, hi.
那我们坐下来的时候呢，我们对方只会讲说OK 了好吗？好，这样吗？
Then Eric comes and says, everybody let's sing. And we're like, yeah, all right.
然后当Eric 来叫大家唱诗歌的时候，然后唱吧，每个人的反应呢，发过来OK 啦，也随便了。
And then, okay, Kevin says, lesson is over, let's break for a time of fellowship. And we're like, earplug and listen to your music, right?
然后呢，当他传完道跟他讲说要好好交流的时候呢，你讲OK 啦，然后你就把你的那个耳机戴上。
So the relationship between us would not be very close. You'll probably get a bad attitude towards me. How come Patrice like that today?
那肯定了，如果这样做，我们的关系一定不能建立起来，甚至呢，你可能会埋怨说，Patrice， 怎么你的态度今天那么样？
Or what if I come to church and I'm boiling mad? I just can't stand anybody today.
也或者今天我来了，就是吃了火药，来了，看见每一个人都忍受不了，想要揍人。
I'm trying to get him to show the emotion too. So what if I'm and Uncle Carmen and then we see each other. So very easy to have conflict, right? Like I don't like his face, he doesn't like my face. We go home even more mad.
所以呢，我们很容易呢，就是在这种情况之下呢，就是起了争执，然后吵架，甚至回家过后，我们也不会开心了。
So you got to ask yourself, who's the chairman of the board? Who am I allowing to control my life today?
所以今天呢，我们真的需要问我们自己，到底是我们容许谁来掌控我们的生命？
If we're talking about the one another verses, love one another, right?
特别当我们在读那些彼此相爱的那些经文的时候。
So let's say I have that really, I'm very frustrated today, and I fellowship with Helen, or I sit next to Helen.
特别是当我如果假设我今天我非常的烦躁，那么我坐在 Helen 的身边。
And Helen's attitude is, let's encourage one another today. That's her chairman of her board.
那么今天在他的 Helen 他的个人生命里面呢，他容许就是彼此鼓励的那些经文来做他的生命的今天的这个主席的话呢。
So Helen sees me. And she can encourage me and help me by asking, hey, you seem quite upset today. Come, let's go and have a prayer together.
那么Helen 呢，她如果是应用这经文来做主席的话呢，她将能够帮助到我，甚至还会讲说，看见你今天好像特别的烦躁，不然我们一起的去到一个地方去祷告，好不好？
But if Helen is bored and I'm angry, neither one of us is going to love one another.
那当然，如果是刚好 Helen 她的主席是要放空，那么我是很烦躁，那么这两个在一起的时候，肯定是不能学习彼此相爱的。
So it's important for you to think of, who am I allowing to be in charge today? Am I allowing Jesus to be the chairman of my board?
所以呢，今天呢很重要的就是我们今天需要知道，我们需要让谁来掌控我们个人的情绪，是耶稣吗？还是我们自己的情绪？
So we're not saying you cannot have those feelings, okay? The negative feelings, unpleasant feelings.
我并不是在这边说，我们不可以、不容许去拥有那种情绪，那种不好的情绪，不是说不可以。
Okay, feelings are normal. Sometimes you'll be sad, sometimes you feel bored, sometimes you feel angry. This is all normal feelings and feelings that God gave you for a certain reason.
其实你会感受到不开心、生气等等或者是很险的那种感觉，其实是神给我们情绪来的，是正常的。可是是神他给我们有原因的。
Alright, so the way to deal with it is it's okay to feel those feelings, and you should be aware of them when they show up. Okay, but have compassion on yourself, and don't let the feelings control you. That's the difference. Okay. Yes, I'm feeling a little bit angry, but I'm not going to let the anger control me and make me lash out at the other person.
当然，我们最重要的是什么呢？是我们需要去有这种就是自觉，知道说这些情绪有时候会浮现出来。可是呢，重要的是什么呢？重要的是我们需要有自觉，然后当这些情绪出现的时候，我们需要去掌握它，不要让它来主宰我们。
Okay, I want to share with you an example. Alright, this is something I've learned to grow into. Okay, it's not normally me. When I was young, I was not like that. Okay. Example. Yes. So explain.
我需要给大家一个例子，就是我这不是我原本的，是我学习来的。但我在这就是从小的时候不是这样的。我想跟大家分享。
So yesterday, Patrice and I we have a slight disagreement and slight conflict, and I was feeling angry towards her.
OK， 就跟大家分享吧，就是昨天，我其实跟Patrice 有一个小争执，然后我感觉到有一点生气。
So I appreciate her humility. She realized her mistake, and then she apologized to me.
当然我很感激，就是 Patrice 她的那个谦卑的态度，来向我道歉，说她做错的地方是什么。
You know that, but I don't understand why. Even though after she apologized to me, even after 1 hour, that agitation, that anger was still inside my heart.
可是我有一样东西不明白的是，我不明白为什么在他跟我道歉了1个小时过后，我内心里面还是拥有一些非常就是不安的这个感觉。
So I have to decide, do I want to stay angry with her, okay, and then just go and talk to you, or do I want to do what is right, okay, and be loving towards her, even though that feeling is still lingering in my heart.
当然之后我在想的时候，我在想说，我是不是想要继续不断这样子维持，就是看见 Patrice 没有跟他讲话，还是说我需要去解决我内心里面的不安，然后去面对它。
Okay, last time as a young person, I would ignore her, don't talk, I would stay angry. But I realized the Bible, now as I grow, I realize the Bible teach me that I need to love her even though I feel this thing in my heart.
在我以前，我可能就真的是会维持，就是我真的不想要去讲。可是这个时刻，当我在读圣经的时候，我开始明白到，虽然我的内心里面还是有那种不愉快、不安的感觉，可是我还是得在这种情况之下。继续不断的去表示我爱他。
Okay, so this is what I do. Hopefully this will help you.
这是我所做的，我希望可以帮到你们。
So I noticed that feeling, and I think she already apologized. I should not have that feeling, but I still have that feeling.
那么就好像我在跟自己这样想，我说虽然Patrice 跟我道歉了，但是我还是拥有这种感觉，这样怎么办
？So about an hour later, I went up to Patrice and said, "Honey, it's very strange. You already apologized to me, but I feel I have to be vulnerable with you, be open with you. I feel there's still anger showing up, and I don't know why."
那么之后我就跟Patrice说，我说 虽然已经道歉了1个小时，但是呢，我还是不知道什么原因，我内心里面还是拥有一些怒气。
Okay, and I want to tell you that so that you know how I'm feeling. Okay, so you can understand me, right? But I don't want to act out in any form of, unrighteous behavior, ungodly behavior.
那么我就很想能够谦卑的坦诚跟你分享，我不希望自己呢在以着一个就是生气的态度跟你表示，可是我却想要好好的跟你就是解释为什么我会这样。
I appreciate Patrice. Patrice said, "Wow, thank you for telling me how you are actually feeling."
那么我很感激Patrice 的反应是说他说我谢谢你能够以着一个
Thank you for telling me.
就是谢谢你能够跟我讲你的真正的感受。
I appreciate she didn't react, And then, wow, why you still angry? Apologize already.
当然我很感激，就是说 Patrice 他没有在那时候反应说你怎么还可以生气啊？1个小时我就跟你道歉了，不是吗
Okay, so she listened to my angry feeling, and she realized that I don't want to follow that direction or be controlled by that feeling.
当然了，在他听了我分享过后呢，他知道我其实不想要再让那一个生气的情绪来控制我，而他特别的欣赏这一个。
And I also don't want to hide that feeling because I know if I hide that feeling is going to grow.
相同的，我也不想要继续不断的隐瞒这样的这些情绪，因为我越隐瞒，它还是只包不住火。
And it's amazing, after I'm vulnerable, after like 10-15 minutes, the feeling disappeared, It's just gone. I felt so relieved.
可是很奇妙的是，当我这样子去表达的时候呢，很奇妙在a few minutes
About 10-15 minutes.
10多分钟过后很奇妙那种感觉就完全没有了，不见了。
Okay, so what I'm saying is, learn how to be vulnerable, share your feeling in a gentle way, and the person listening, okay, learn not to be judgmental, alright, learn to just listen to the feeling, okay, and then the feeling will dissipate, or we'll work it out.
所以呢，我们真的很重要的是，我们需要去学习如何谦卑坦诚。当我们这样子做的时候，我们能够学习到以着一个平静的方式去处理我们在情绪上的那些问题。
Alright, so in closing, let's read this verse. We have a lot of things to teach, okay? But for tonight, we'll close with this verse. Colossians chapter 3, verse 12 to 14. It says that therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourself with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Bear with each other and forgive one another. If any of you have grievances against one another, forgive as the Lord forgave you, and over all this virtue put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity.
在哥罗西书3章12到14节，我们以这段经文来做总结，就是12节说，所以你们既是神的选民，圣洁蒙爱的人呢，就要存怜悯、恩慈、谦卑、温柔、忍耐的心。倘若这人以那人有嫌弃总要彼此包容，彼此宽恕。主怎样宽恕了你们，你们也要怎样宽恕人。在这一切之外，要存着爱心。爱心就是联络全德的。
I really, again, I don't want to say this all the time, but I really love this verse. Okay.
我真的是不想要跟大家再讲多一次，这就是我真的很喜欢这段经文。
There's just too many good verses in the Bible, okay? They're so rich and meaningful, these verses.
真的是在圣经里面有太多、太美妙、太丰富的经文了。
And again, if you can make this verse your standard, imagine the kind of friendships and the kind of relationships you will have. It will be amazing.
你可以想象吗？如果你今天能够真正的应用这段经文在你们的生命里面，你知道那种那你能够享受的那种美好的关系是有多么的美妙吗？
And I think sometimes when we started our talk tonight, we talked about being different from the world, right? Don't copy the world.
我们一开始在跟大家分享这一课之前，我们谈到说，我们不要去效法这个世界，对不对？
If you were to read this verse as the way the world talks about relationships, it would go something like, therefore, clothe yourself with suspicion and jealousy.
那如果是我们用世界的方式来去看这段经文的话呢，那么这段经文将会怎样子看的呢？它将会说，你们要以就是对不起啊，3章12节，你们要以就是 suspicion， right， 就是以怀疑和嫉妒的心。
Be angry and critical of one another.
然后呢，以着怒气和批评的态度来彼此相待。
Never forget when somebody does something bad to you.
然后永远不要忘记有谁亏待过你。
And be very careful. Only choose people who like you to be your friends.
然后呢，你需要去选那一些喜欢跟你在一起的人。
So if you think about that, wow, how miserable your life would be if you have to be mistrusting, jealous, suspicious, unforgiving, hurtful.
所以呢，今天你若是想到刚才我讲的那些以着这样的态度来对待人的话，你觉得那这个生命会是一个怎么样痛苦的生命，对不对？
Instead, you have a life full of kindness, gentleness, compassion, love, and patience.
但是呢，你的生命呢，今天教导的是要有这个怜悯、恩慈、谦卑、温柔、忍耐的心。
So I want you to see the difference, that Jesus calls you to be different from the world, not to make your life difficult, but to give you a life that is incredibly amazing.
所以呢，今天我要大家看到耶稣他叫我们做基督徒，不是要我们生命过得很难受、很难过，反而是呢，当我们照着他的方式，以着那种爱的标准来彼此相爱的时候呢，反而是会过得充满着喜乐的。
So for the next few Fridays, we're going to continue talking about how to have godly relationships and how to handle the different kind of relationships we have as teenagers. So I look forward to next week when we get to talk more about all of this.
就在未来的几个礼拜，我们将会继续不断的学习。
Amen. Okay, so now we break up for fellowship. After that, something good is going to happen. Your will be baptized. Okay, next fellowship.